of the NBA.
Soaring high above the Willamette River. Now it's into
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed, something special, David. Thanks. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Luka Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Marjanovic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Trailblazers, they've got Giles. Powell is out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the center. It's good. Doncic has got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for Dallas. Chris, it doesn't matter if they're two of the best teams in the league or the two worst. When these guys get together, these rivals, it's always fun.
Yeah, Kevin, you're so right. When it's a conference rivalry, that's even better. They know each other so well, and that doesn't make them friends.
Here's Porzingis. Here's Richardson out to Doncic. A three-pointer off the mark. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance. Lillard misses. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Back to Hardaway. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Richardson. Here's Marjanovic. That shot off the mark. And the Trailblazers going the other way. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That's his first foul. We played just over a minute here in the first. Here is Lillard. Fires for 3. Gets a hand on it. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Doncic outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
A fearless competitor. When Doncic is driving inside, he just embraces the contact on the way up.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Lillard. In the corner, Powell with it. Covington kicks to Lillard. Rocket 6. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
The outstanding quickness of Lillard. It keeps the D on their heels. He excels at drawing the foul on these drives.
Full free throw is good from Lillard.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Doncic against Powell. Doncic with the bucket.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
Richardson against Lillard. He feeds it to Nurkic. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now, here's Richardson. Doncic with it. Now guarded by Nurkic. To the middle. Powell with the steal. And now Portland on the break. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Nurkic.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
We've got 1:55 left here in the first quarter.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that, anyway.
Lillard fires away from way outside. And a miss there on the triple.
This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly miss.
Richardson the pass to Doncic. Marjanovic kicks to Doncic. From 10 feet out, 2 points. That one goes. Doncic has got 8 points.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
1:10 left in the first. Lillard looking around. Pass to Giles. Back to Lillard. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Brunson, good.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Redick against Powell. He lobs it up, and so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Here's Cauley Stein. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Staying locked in. That's what helps Cauley Stein finish off these challenging buckets over the defense.
Here's Simons. Brunson covering. Kicks it out to Collins. It's McCollum on the wing. Drops in the layup for two.
This guy's just a gamer. McCollum, I mean, he really embraces taking on the defense and finding a way to finish.
It's been all about Luka Doncic for Dallas. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
On the court for Dallas here in the second. Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Josh Richardson out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Marjanovic in at the center, locking down the middle. Now, here's Doncic. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
Lillard, the pass to Powell. Floats it up there for Nurkic.
Skilled at utilizing the pick and roll to his advantage. Nurkic moves very well in these sets.
We've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now, here's Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
You can't give any lane to the basket. Once Lillard sees it, he jumps all over.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Marjanovic finds Porzingis, and here is Doncic. A pass to Porzingis. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender, and when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. For Dallas, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers. And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Brunson with a clean look. Here's CLA Stein. Pass to Powell. It's Brunson, top of the key. Back to Powell. He's looking for McCollum and finds him. The drive by Cantor. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. And G.A., even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward. That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
And he knows it, too. He tried to get away with it. Sometimes you do. That time he didn't.
And Portland making a change here. Little's checked in. Here's Simons. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
1:22 left in the first half. Redick with it. Now defended by McCollum. Powell, that's good.
Oh, man, you better appreciate the unselfishness. When Redick sees an open teammate, as great of a shooter as he is, he's fast at getting him the ball.
Here's Simons. Passes to McCollum. Feeds it to Carmelo. And stolen by Redick. Powell kicks to Brunson. Outside for Redick. Shoots the three. Drills it from outside. And it's a 5-point Dallas lead.
Oh, I mean, the main weapon in Redick's arsenal, he's out here to shoot it from deep. And he does that well.
Here's Simons. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Redick against McCollum. Redick passes to Finney-Smith. 5 to shoot. Inside, here's Powell. CLA Stein trying to free himself up. The shot by Powell, no good. Here's McCollum. That will count, and no good on the last second attempt this time. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Luka Doncic had a huge first quarter. He had 12 points, and Kenny... And...
Then I'm out and pass it off like it's a rally, yeah. I mean, relay 150 on the freeway, yeah.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the floor for Portland, they've got McCollum, and his Cantor is out there with Little. Then it's Anthony, and it's Simons in at the one. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Last thing they want to be doing right now is giving away possessions. I mean, turnovers can kill you in this kind of game.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
Now here's Redick. Down low, Brunson. The pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Brunson. Nifty move. And he sinks the layup. Brunson's got the lead up to 5 now for the Mavs.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
McCollum passes to Simons. Back to McCollum. Takes the three. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney-Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year. More efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls. And I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney-Smith is a guy you can win with.
Brunson finds Redick. Back to Brunson. It's tipped.
We don't talk much about his defense. I mean, Cantor has been much maligned for his work at that end. He's been making a better effort.
And great hustle to turn that block shot into a fast break opportunity. Big time play on both ends.
Here's Brunson following the basket by C.J. McCollum. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Brunson's got 6.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Now here's McCollum. He has 6. Kicks it to Carmelo. And there's the feed to Little. McCollum outside. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
Capable of being a defensive anchor. Keith Cauley Stein is positioning himself to swat shots.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Hardaway with the steal. Fast break, Dallas. Richardson kicks to Hardaway. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for, but you can't get them all to go.
Lillard. Nurkic finds Powell. And it's all evened up. 5 points in the game.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, true, but we'll see if they can keep forging ahead. For now, you got to give them credit for coming back.
For Portland, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. To the paint, here's Richardson. Out to Hardaway. Dallas moving it around. Nurkic, the pass to Lillard. Back to Nurkic. Porzingis with the steal. It's Richardson on the wing. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Out to Doncic. Richardson right side. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Powell. Yes, that goes in. Powell's got 5 points in the quarter.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Powell against Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Creative at finding ways to just cut inside there. Doncic, a guy you must keep your eyes on.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. And the layup's good off the glass. Lillard's got the lead up to 2 now for the Trailblazers.
Well, talking about Lillard, he's so good as a scorer in the paint. I mean, probably just as good.
Oh, he hit it!
Oh,
He hit it!
What a great shot!
Oh.
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
Every once in a while, a prayer like that somehow finds the net.
And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Richardson. Then there's Doncic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. And for Portland, their shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. This game is obviously close, could go either way, and he wanted to make sure that his guys were all on the same page and were all staying with the game plan in order to close this one out. Kevin?
Now here's Richardson. Back to Doncic. Out to Hardaway. Fires the 3. Rebound by Nurkic. Portland leading. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Here's Powell out to the right wing. Porzingis with the steal. And it's the Mavericks on the break. So it's Richardson with the jam.
It was such a smart player, such a smart player. Richardson understands the value of the fast break hoop.
Now Lillard. A 3-ball. And that one is off.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Doncic. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. And it's a 3-point Dallas lead.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
Lillard up top. On deep. No good that time. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Doncic with it. Now guarded by Nurkic. Pass to Doncic. Fires from the wing. Here's Porzingis. Out to Doncic. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, you can't blame the ref for making that call at all. The defense in general is already at such a disadvantage as it is.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult one. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Lillard. Nurkic trying to get open. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Now, this is what you want from Nurkic, a fearless player who welcomes the chance to take important shots.
From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside? Wow. Doncic has got the lead up to 6 now for the Mavs. Lillard outside. Lillard again missing.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have better shot selection.
Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Dallas. Lillard against Richardson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul. Here's Lillard. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter.
A strong defender. Richardson's length, speed, and quick instincts annoy shooters on the way up.
The three for Doncic. They get it again. Porzingis kicks to Richardson. Powell with the steal. Lillard left side. Got a piece of it.
There's an intensity to Richardson's defense. He puts full effort into it. Loves being that thorn in his side.
Powell, the pass to Giant. Yes!
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's Doncic. Here's Cauley Stein. Powell with the steal. Covington dishes to Nurkic. He can't get that one. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Doncic left side. A wide open look here for Porzingis. Releases from the wing and drills it. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
And with that unique combination of size and skill, Porzingis is a dependable late-game scoring option.
Money!
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, even the slight movement is going to catch a ref's eye. I mean, they're trained to focus on that.
So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the W. All right, David, great. soaring high above the Willamette River towards our location tonight in downtown Portland. It's time for GA. It's
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Hole is out there with Gordon. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then it's Porter. And it's Jokic in at the center position. And for the Trailblazers, Giles is out there with Nurkic. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Robert Covington. And it's Lillard in at the point guard position. Three-pointer. And it's Jokic with the rebound. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Murray kicks the ball. Gordon for three. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
And no doubt last season was a bit of a step backwards for Aaron Gordon. After that breakout 2019 season, his numbers just didn't hold up.
And, you know, Greg, the issue was his shooting. You know, Gordon had a tough time from distance, especially from three-point range. Some of that is maybe mechanics, but also shot selection a part of it. And I also thought he was a little more passive with the ball, maybe a little more indecisive. But, again, he's a young player, really young player, so I'm thinking it was probably just an off year for him, and he'll bounce back in good fashion.
So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
He gets that one. Lillard's got his second basket.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
Gordon, the pass to Jokic. Nurkic with the steal. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance. Kicks it out to Lillard. Up top, Covington. Defended by Gordon. Covington passes to Giles. Here's Jokic. And another miss by Denver.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
They get it back.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Nurkic with it. Now Bol defending. Nurkic dishes to Covington. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Really nice work here from Covington to draw the foul on his way up. He's got a real talent for drawing fouls and getting himself to the foul line.
And both free throws good for Covington. Here's Murray. Outside Porter. Murray against Lillard. And Murray. Here we go. And it's Murray with the jam.
Nice to see Murray take it strong to the rack. Pretty good finisher he is inside.
For Portland, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And stolen by Murray. And here we go. Murray heading to the hoop. Misses the slam off the fast break. Trailblazers leading by 4. Powell kicks to Nurkic. Back to Powell. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul are 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, witnessing his journey to greatness. All the while, he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst partner, but a fan, and a big fan of it.
You are a fan indeed. Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. It's good. This game is all even.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
With confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself.
Well, he couldn't help himself. Couldn't resist. That really was a spectacular play.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Here's Bull. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
So good to see Murray, not just as a scorer, but thriving as a passer, too.
Gordon against Anthony. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. And the shot goes in.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Porter against McCollum. To the inside. Stolen by Cantor. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And it's denied.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots. You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Portland with the ball. The Nuggets getting the bucket. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
Go ahead and get it, youngster. Hollis Jefferson showing off the spring.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. Outside Gordon. Here's Bull. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. It's all tied in Portland. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Boy, I like the aggressive nature they're playing with here. Not playing soft at all. They're going right at them.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at the Nuggets. We've got Will Barton, Paul Millsap out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Dozier in at the small forward. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Denver.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. And he converts the layup. McCollum's got his first 2 points.
And give McCollum credit. It's big for his confidence when he's able to muscle these shots in.
Barton against McCollum. Barton passes to Millsap, and the shot goes down. Millsap's got the lead, back up to 2 now for the Nuggets.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Outside Anthony. And no good. And the Nuggets going the other way. Here's Barton. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
And it's McCollum off the drive.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
On the wing, Morris. Inside, here's Millsap, and Millsap slams it in.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Snatched away. Here's Simons. Lays it up and banks it in. Simons has got it all tied up now for Portland.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Millsap down low. Hollis Jefferson's there. The pass to Millsap. Barton dishes to Millsap. And Cantor pulls it down. The Trailblazers have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second.
Oh! Are you kidding?
And Yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. And guys, if there's an X factor for this Nuggets team moving forward, it might be the young man, Michael Porter Jr. Talk about his potential. It could be as high as anybody on that roster.
Yeah, I concur with you there, Greg. I mean, you look at this kid, he's got a great shooting touch and really good scoring instincts that you don't see very often. Extremely gifted. They've brought him along slowly, which is the wise thing to do. And if he can come on and realize his potential, he could take him to another level for sure.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Adding to their lead, and you see that field goal percentage for the game steadily heading north.
Porter against McCollum. Canner in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Simons. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the strike. Denver shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Jokic is one of those new breed of positionless players. On any given night, he could lead the team in points, rebounds, or assists, or maybe all three. Triple-double like.
Hollis Jefferson can't hit. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
That free throw good from Barton.
Yeah, I've got mad respect for the way Barton carries himself. I mean, he's a terrific teammate. He does everything he can to impact winning.
Here's Simons. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to... A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. Their biggest deficit was 6 points in the opening period. It was clear they were the better team in the second quarter. And that'll about do it as we get...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, when you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Nurkic is out there with Giles. Then it's Robert Covington. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Lillard in at the point. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with. Pass to Giles. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Covington. Denver grabs the miss. And now the Nuggets pass break. And now we've got the intentional foul. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. The feed to Bowles. He gets it in there. Bowles got the lead up to 12 now for the Nuggets.
So far, so good to begin this half. They're 3 for 3. Perfect.
Lillard with it. 90 seconds now into the second half. Here's Giles. That one goes. Count it. Denver leading by 10. Passes it to Jokic. In the corner, Ball with it. Back to Jokic. Nice move. And that's 2 points on the layup. And it's 9 points for Jokic.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Back to Lillard, and stolen by Murray. And now, here comes Gordon leading the break.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard.
Tell you what, the coach's heart was in his throat, and he was in shock and awe. But now, he's got a big smile on his face.
And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. The drive by Nurkic. Here's Giles. 6 to shoot. Lillard way outside.
Boy, the determination on defense is pretty impressive from Murray. Really doing his best to pester the shooters.
And it's Gordon missing. Trailblazers trail by 14 to the middle. Powell, that's good.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Pass to Jokic. Launches it. The shot, no good. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Powell inside. Guarded by Porter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Cantor's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Giles. Anthony's checked in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Barton kicks to McGee. Here's Dozier. And another miss by Denver. Portland's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Powell, the pass to Anthony. Cantor trying to free himself up. And with that, the Denver lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo. Overpowering the D and still finishes.
Morris dishes to Barton. Shoots over Hollis Jefferson. And Cantor pulls it down. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Powell with it. He's picked up by Millsap. Out to Anthony. Here's the 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. .41 seconds left to play here in the third. Morris finds Barton. Now the pass to McGee. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul. 27 seconds left in the third. Trailblazers trail by 8. There's Hollis Jefferson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And given how big and powerful Hollis Jefferson is, not surprising to see him utilize that strength to draw fouls inside.
So he gets them both. 19 seconds left in the third quarter.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Morris passes to Barton. That one a little long. And stolen by Barton. Here's Millsap. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
Resourceful move there.
And so it's Denver in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Right back after this break. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. 8-point game. So on the floor for Denver, we've got Monte Morris. JaVale McGee is out there with Paul Millsap. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Dozier into the 3. He feeds it to McGee. Morris outside. Dozier passes to Barton. Shot clock at 5, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington. Here's Morris. 4 on the clock. No good on the quick 3.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
And it's Lillard missing.
And not a night he's going to want to remember. Just not really.
Oh, my goodness. That is breathtaking.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands.
Yeah, he wanted credit for the basket and the assist on that one.
Nurkic the pass to Covington. And there it is for him.
Man, I like the guts from Covington there. I mean, definitely getting bodied a little on the shot, but still keeps his focus and gets it to go down.
Morris dishes to Barton. Kicks to McGee. The rebound by Giles. Giles has got 5 rebounds tonight. Powell against Barton. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Pass to Dozier. Covington with the steal. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. But they recover it. Lillard outside. And another turnover here by Portland. So it's Denver now. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Morris passes to McGee. Denver passing it around. Morris looking over the floor. Back to McGee. Just 5 on the clock. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by McGee. McGee's got 3 assists tonight.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Lillard from outside. Portland again missing.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
Trailblazers trail by 10. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Powell kicks to Covington. Passes it to Lillard. Looking to get it going, and it's good on the way up.
Major props to Lillard there. Terrific focus to get hit on that shot and still deliver.
Denver leading by 8. Morris finds Barton. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Millsap, McGee, chip back in for 2.
Boy, for a 7-footer, he's got really good bounce, does JaVale McGee, and doing a nice job working on the glass there.
Lillard looking around for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Morris passes to Millsap. Wide open look. Offensive rebound. Morris dishes to Millsap. Shoots over Nurkic. No good off the back of the rim. Trailblazers trail by 7. Barton with the rebound. For Denver, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Dozier passes to McGee. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. And the Nuggets lead by 9.
Hey, there's a reason why he shoots such a high percentage, guys. I mean, he picks smart shots, high-quality shots, and close shots that he takes.
And Morris has got the ball here for Denver. They've led by as many as 14 points. From downtown, Denver gets it back, and McGee kicks to Dozier. Out to Morris, over Lillard. Almost, but it rolls out. They can score it here, but it won't mean much.
Kevin, turn out the lights. This party's over.
It might be. Now here's Murray. So the Nuggets win it. This was a very strong shot. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. The Trailblazers focused as they walked into the locker room earlier on. Their job's basic. Here are the five for the Clippers. We've got Patrick Beverley. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's George in at the two-guard position. And for Portland, Damian Lillard out there with Norman Powell. Then it's Robert Covington. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Giles in at the 4. Lillard attacking. And he banks in the layup. We have an awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play, along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like a guard-centric league right now because everybody can play that position.
Nurkic, the pass to Giles. 5 to shoot. Here's Powell. Tries again. Goes up again. And it's Giles missing.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Wow. Now that's having a highlight reel in your mind. But in reality, it didn't work.
And it's the Clippers' ball. Here's Leonard, and then Leonard with the dunk.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
And as he gets deeper into his career, Serge Ibaka's shooting continues to improve. What a great job he's done of changing how he scores.
It's very impressive because a late bloomer Serge Ibaka has been on the offensive end. Let's look at last season, his highest point per game average, and he's in his 11th NBA season. And still has great efficiency on the offensive end, but sometimes he's overlooked as a scorer on this team.
Here's George. 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
At 6'8", Paul George is a threat inside, looking very comfortable from in there.
Beverly against Lillard. Paul George with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Leonard with the ball. That one goes in.
It's amazing everything Leonard gives you, including the eyes to find the open man.
Poke loose. Pass to Powell. Giles kicks to Lillard. Portland with a new 14. The shot misses. Clippers leading by 4. Lets a floater go. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, and the dunk by Powell.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Jackson passes to Kennard. Back to Jackson. It's Kennard, top of the key.
Using his height and length there to prevent the second chance opportunity.
McCollum kicks to Hollis Jefferson. McCollum against Morris. And the basket by McCollum.
Nice touch there from McCollum. Looking comfortable and confident from that range.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 4-7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Right wing. Man passes to Cousins. The feed to Morris. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist.
One of the best passes at the center position. Just another way Cousins affects scoring.
Cousins against McCollum. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Kennard against McCollum. Kennard the pass to Morris. Kennard kicks to Cousins. Clippers moving the ball around. Here's Man. Good, nice job down low.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Hollis Jefferson passes to Simons. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And Cantor throws it down.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Jackson kicks to Cousins. Rebounded by Anthony.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait, but you can't blame him.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not all.
It's all tied in Portland. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And before the game,
what we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yes, you know this, GA. Back in our day, and any day really, if you don't block out somebody, you will sit down.
Enes Kanter is out there with Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Then there's McCollum. Then it's Anthony. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. The shot's good from Kennard.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Morris against Anthony. And it's McCollum in the corner. Here's Kanter. And Kanter throws it down.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
McCollum with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. Here's Kanter. Oh, that was something else.
And that's just all muscle there. Kanter is solid at fighting his way through whatever the D throws at him.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Enes Kanter.
Promising start for Luke Kennard. End up missing extended minutes with injuries. Hopefully he can stay healthy this go around.
So Portland ends up going with the new group.
When you look at Luke Kennard's free throw percentage, if you're the defense, you might want to keep him away from the line.
And Lillard gets double teamed. Outside Covington, just 5 to shoot. Portland needs to get off a shot. It's stolen by Morris. Kennard finds Cousins, and then Cousins with the dunk.
And that's a great effort. Fast break opportunity for DeMarcus Cousins, and he doesn't waste it.
And Kennard's moving into the starting lineup for the first time last season.
And to add to that, he had a larger role offensively. And at the same time, his efficiency increased. That's a good sign.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
The putback. It's good on the putback.
You see the feel from DeMarcus Cousins. Tracking down the miss, then making good on the second chance opportunity.
Lillard left side. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Lillard's got his second basket of the game.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Jackson kicks to Kennard. Lets it go from the wing. The pass to Jackson. From deep. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Now, here's Lillard, guarded closer.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. Clippers moving the ball around. Pass to man. Jackson up top, covered by Lillard. Shoots it up. Cousins, great positioning on the putback. And the Clippers lead by 2.
Muscling it in, that putback. DeMarcus saying, that's what I do. Well, whatever it is, big fella, keep doing it.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Trailblazers shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Monday Hollis Jefferson comes in for Giles. Carmelo Anthony's checked in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. George passes to Zubac. Back to George. Unloads. No good on the shot. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Leonard, the pass to Zubac. Back to Leonard. Passes it to Ibaka. Right side, Leonard. Here's Zubac. Makes it off the glass. Zubac has got the game tied up here for Los Angeles.
That's just good basket.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. Their biggest deficit was 6 points. And that does it for our...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch, I agree. Taking a look at Los Angeles. We've got Ibaka. Patrick Beverly out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the 3.
The homecoming for Paul George, playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Lillard against Beverly. And Lillard kicks to Giles. And the rejection by Zubac. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the second pick in the 2017 draft, that or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' game.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Nurkic kicks to Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
Refuses to let contact deter him from scoring. I'm a fan of Lillard's willingness to challenge defenders.
From deep, George. Rebound by Nurkic.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
And I'm going to give him a lot of credit because he saw what he was up against and he was undeterred.
George passes to Zubac, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now.
Facing up from mid-range, George could have tried to drive, but takes what the defense gives him.
Trailblazers have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Beverly against Lillard. And the rejection by Ibaka. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep, and he'll shoot 2 at the line.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
Zubac kicks to Leonard. Shot clock at 6, and it goes down 2 points. Leonard's got 8 points.
The decision-making of Leonard could have hit the roller, but already had the shot he wanted.
Here's Simons, defended by Beverly. Gonzalez Jefferson. Look at that.
Nice.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. And it's good, 2 points. And that's 10 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. 4-point game. Outside Jackson. And Morris throws it down.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
Here's Simons, guarded by Jackson. And Morris comes over to help. The Trailblazers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. The first one falls.
And, you know, Kanter can dominate on the court, but his real passion may be pro wrestling. He even held a pro title belt for a little while. He's a big, strong fella. I know I wouldn't want to be in the ring with him.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the third. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
Good work there as it goes. McCollum's got 6.
Never seems to shy away from playing in attack mode. McCollum likes to keep the pressure on the D.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the... And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it.
Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Los Angeles. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back to the action after this word. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the floor for Portland, you've got C.J. McCollum. Monday Hollis Jefferson out there with Anthony. Then it's Ennis Cantor. And it's Simons in at the 5. Pass to Kennard. Now here is Morris. Covered by Hollis Jefferson. Stolen by Cantor. It's stolen. Kennard, the pass to Cousins. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Jackson kicks to Morris. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Morris. Jackson's got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
Lots of contact. Jackson with the strength to power through. Something he didn't have when he first entered the league.
So both teams changing it up here. Lillard against Beverly. Lillard dishes to Powell. And he lays it straight in. Powell's got the lead up to 2 now for Portland.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
It's the fourth quarter, and it's a close game. You want to get the ball to someone you can rely on.
Beverly, the pass to Ibaka. George, that's a 2-pointer. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Giles has got 4 rebounds in this game. There's the pass to Nurkic. Over George. Leonard with the steal. Here's Beverly. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
You see the quickness of Beverly, blinding speed in the inside.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Paul George loves these situations. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to deliver.
Lillard scanning the floor. Off target from outside.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And Leonard gets it to go. And 12 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Can't help but love the way Leonard plays the game. Stone-faced assassin.
Beverly against Lillard. Count the bucket. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
And that could be a big bucket right there. Ibaka doesn't shy away from taking crucial shots.
And Lillard hits to Covington. Lillard attacking. Here's Nurkic. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Trying to ice this one. Kawhi showing his evolution as a closer.
There's a minute left here in the fourth quarter. Lillard against Beverly. Lillard, the pass to Giants. Count it!
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
George dishes to Leonard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game. This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
Beverly finds Leonard. Releases from 15. It falls!
And I like that he's staying aggressive. One of the NBA's most consistent scorers. Kawhi's been doing it all tonight.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lillard against Beverly. And Covington stays with it.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip in.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
George looking around. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it. And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with... Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin. The Mavericks.
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. And for Dallas, Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Josh Richardson out there with Luka Doncic, and it's Marjanovic in at the center. Porzingis passes to Marjanovic. He kicks it to Doncic. Back to Marjanovic. Dallas needs to get off a shot. High post try, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
5 on the clock. Here's Covington, and the rejection by Marjanovic. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Richardson's running. And the rebound by Nurkic. Hardaway against McCollum. Lillard, nice move. He takes it up and lays it in.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Doncic outside. And Doncic throws it down.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay?
Powell against Hardaway. The shot by Lillard wide open. Off target with his 3.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
And last year, Dallas gave Porzingis the contract he was looking for to the tune of $158 million.
And Greg, credit the Dallas organization for believing in Kristaps Porzingis' talent. And now credit Porzingis, because you have to share shot attempts and usage with Luka Doncic. What has he done? He's concentrated on better rebounding, better rim protecting. This guy is all in on winning, and what a combination these two guys can be.
Here's Lillard. Looking to end the run. Nurkic can't hit.
Yet another miss. Just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
Kept alive.
Well, this is what you call your big man playing big. Terrific work on the glass.
And it's in there.
Nice touch there from McCollum. Looking comfortable and confident from that range.
Here's Doncic. 5 points in the game. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Can't hit that one. Good D by Covington. Trailblazers trail by 4. McCollum, no good.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Hardaway for 3. Passes it to Doncic. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Doncic has got 8.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot. Hot.
Doncic with the steal. Richardson outside. All alone. And it's Portland with the rebound. Nurkic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Porzingis with the steal. Nurkic with the steal. That's a 2 from Lillard. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
Pass to Marjanovic. Porzingis with the ball. Back to Marjanovic. Porzingis passes to Hardaway. 6 to shoot. Richardson outside. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway. Hardaway has got 3 assists now in this one. Doncic against Lillard. Covington trying to break free. Lillard misses.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Marjanovic finds Porzingis. Dallas moving the ball around. Richardson gets a wide open look. Buries the long-range jumper. 5 points in the game.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. The Mavericks on top, leading by 10. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys have done a great job guarding multiple positions.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So Portland ends up going with the new group.
Encouraging to see Cantor trying harder on the defensive end. There's height. There's ability to block shots. Go to work, Ennis.
That shot wide open. Brunson's got the lead up to 11 now for Dallas.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Here's Simons. They get the rebound. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
But they get it back. Redick surveying the D. Back to Cauley Stein. Tries yet again. They grab their own miss. Finney Smith passes to Brunson. Connects from three-point range. Brunson's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Mavs. Here's Simons. Brunson covering. That shot no good. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Cauley Stein against Cantor. Outside for Redick. Powell controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Mavericks lead by 16.
Well, this run largely the result of offensive rebounding.
Pass to Giles. Here's Simons. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Craig, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. There will be a subtle but significant change on the court this season. Wilson is now the official basketball supplier for the NBA and its affiliated leagues. In fact, they will be the association's original supplier starting in 1946. Now, after a nearly 4-decade hiatus, Wilson reclaims that position. Guys, back to you.
We appreciate that, David. Thank you. Trailblazers trail by 13. To the paint. Here's Cantor. That's tipped.
Powell is exceptional at timing for blocks, rises up and sends it back.
Giles kicks to Anthony. Goes back up. Ball's knocked loose. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Lets it go with the three. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 6 in the field in the second quarter so far.
And Doris, with Rondé Hollis Jefferson, it's more than just stats. The guy is just so active when he's on the floor.
That's right, Greg. It's the hustle and the movement he plays with that are really the strengths. Only 6'6", but it feels like he can play above that size. Great energy guy to bring off the bench. And if you need him because of injuries or fill-in spots, he can start and be productive.
Here's Hollis Jefferson, and it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
Boy, I love seeing Cantor distribute the basketball. If you're open, this guy will find you.
It's Redick on the wing. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. A nice shot by Simons.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Now Doncic fires from deep. His first shot coming late, and so it's Dallas. A headbutt. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. Luka Doncic had a huge first quarter. He had 8 points, 2 assists, and that should do.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Marjanovic in at the 5 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Here's Hardaway, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
Well, you can see Tim Hardaway is in his element right now. This guy, a solid transition player. He knows where to get to.
Doncic against Lillard. This one for 3. That one's not going to go. And it's Dallas the other way. At one point, they led by 16. Richardson for 3. Porzingis passes to Marjanovic. Doncic feeling it out. Porzingis high post. Kicks it to Doncic. And there's the pass to Marjanovic. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Porzingis has got his first points in this one. McCollum against Richardson. And with that, the Maverick lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from McCollum.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
The 3 for Doncic. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Doncic has got 11 points.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Here's Nurkic. He kicks it to Covington. Tries again. They shoot again. McCollum outside. And so the ball is out of bounds. Richardson touched it last.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now. I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Trailblazers. They trail by 14. McCollum, and he uses the glass on the layup. He has 6.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
And how about this stat? Over the course of Robert Covington's career, over 60% of his shots coming from long range.
And Greg, the prototypical 3-and-D guy, you almost want to reverse it because defense has been the pivot point for Robert Covington's emergence as a player in this league.
And great ball movement from CJ. That's the unselfish play you want from your guards.
Doncic against Lillard. On deep. Marjanovic kicks to Richardson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And here's the fast break. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so it's Dallas with it. Dallas leading by 10. And it's Richardson slamming it down.
Well, this speaks to the feel that Kristaps Porzingis has for the game of basketball. If you're open, he'll find you.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Porzingis passes to Hardaway. Puts it up from 17. Offensive rebound. Marjanovic kicks to Richardson. A second chance effort. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
Boy, the aggressiveness in the paint from Porzingis, you know, putting the onus on the officials to make a call. You've got to make them decision makers. This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Anthony's shot is off.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Now here's Redick. Tight defense on him. That one wide left.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
It's deflected. Stolen by Brunson. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Redick up top. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Goes up. Flushes it down to finish the break.
How about the fast hands of Hollis Jefferson, showing a really good feel on the defensive end.
And here's Brunson. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, finishing quarter strong. Every coach preaches it. Nice work.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And thanks to their outstanding defense, the impact Damian Lillard has had on this game has been minimal. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the small forward.
And when Lillard sees an opening, he takes full advantage. Skilled at drawing contact.
And both free throws good for Damian Lillard.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Runs in the pass to Redick. Back to Brunson. Down low. Here's Powell. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Finney-Smith. Off target from three-point range.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And he trims the lead to single digits. Lillard's got 4 points in the quarter.
What strength from Lillard. Just not allowing the defense to have the last word.
McCollum against Redick. Doubled by McCollum. Redick dishes to Cauley-Stein. Back to Redick. Lets it go from deep. Here's Powell. Tries again. And the layup is up and in.
Well, this is a big part of what Dwight Powell needs to do. Battle hard on the offensive glass. Turn those second chance opportunities into points.
McCollum against Redick. Here's Lillard. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Brunson kicks to Finney-Smith. Outside, Redick. Hits it from three-point range. Redick's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Teams have dynasties, the 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think's going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Back to Doncic. Passes to Marjanovic. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. And the Mavericks lead by 11.
You know, there's an unselfishness to Luka Doncic and a pretty pass right there.
Outside Hardaway. Richardson outside. Back to Hardaway. Richardson outside. Hardaway kicks to Doncic. The three, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. There's 1:34 left to play in the final quarter. Lillard attacking. That one good for two. Lillard's got 10 points in just the second half.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
Richardson the pass to Doncic. Sinks the three-pointer.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Mavericks.
Nothing like second chance buckets to pick up the scoring pace.
Yeah, it was impressive how they piled on the extra points, hitting the offensive glass, and then also winning the 50-50 ball battle.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Luka Doncic.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
And here's Doncic from the arc. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
Disappointing day for him. Let's see if they go down with a fight.
Well, they definitely have some things to work out, and you'd love to see them finish this game the right way.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Well, on the catch and shoot, Norman Powell ready to rise and fire.
Doncic with it. And so it's Dallas winning this. It was a thing. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight.
Let's be Joe, Denver Nuggets starting lineup. Starting at power forward, standing 7'2", number 10, Ball.
Hi, everyone.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, DA. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the small forward position. And for the Nuggets, Aaron Gordon out there with Bol. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Murray, and it's Porter in at the 2 spot. Now here's Lillard. From deep three-point range, Jokic grabs the miss.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
McCollum outside. Pass to Covington. Kicks it out to Lillard. Over Jokic. And it's Lillard missing. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. And Porter, here we go. And finished off by Porter.
Well, when you've got Porter's length, this is what you can do. It makes it easy to get to the rim for the throwdown.
Lillard against Murray. Rebound by the Nuggets.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance. Nobody near Lillard. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
And this is peak Dame. Rising, firing, one of the more confident shooters we have in our game.
Pass to Bol. Murray surveying the D. There's the pass to Jokic. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go from 14. Bank shot, no good.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Now, here's Porter. Murray outside. Pass to Jokic. There's the 3. Tips it. It's good on the putback.
The towering presence that is Bol. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
Now here's Lillard. A 3 ball. It's hauled in by Gordon.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Here's Jokic. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like it.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Here's McCollum. Finished off the break.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Now, here's Jokic. Left side, Gordon. Plays it up and banks it in.
It's never easy in the NBA, folks. I mean, great job by Gordon to just dismiss the contact and still score.
Here's Lillard. He's got 5. And that's a foul called on Bol Bol. That is his first foul of the game. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Here's Anthony. They trail by 1. Trailblazers moving the ball around. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Need more of this from Jokic. When he's active on defense, he's a capable shot blocker.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now, here's Jokic. Kicks it to Gordon. Back to Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
Here's Simons. He's covered by Murray. Hollis Jefferson passes to Simons. Here's Giles. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Just 4 to shoot. Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
Really, it's a thing of beauty to watch Hollis Jefferson move the ball like that. I mean, he's a team-oriented guy who looks to make the pass as much as possible.
To the paint. Here's Jokic. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throw of the contest.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort. And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it.
It's the best way to do it, as long as you don't get teed up for it.
It's all tied in Denver. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Denver, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Morris is out there with Will Barton, and it's Dozier in at the 3 spot. Now here's Anthony, following the miss by Jokic. Anthony down low, passes it to Simons.
That's rock-solid defense right there. Jokic bodied him up and then affected the trajectory of the shot.
Dozier can't get it to go. And for Portland, they're shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. And it's Giles missing. Here's Dozier. He's covered by Cantor. Dozier can't get it to go. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Here's Anthony. Second chance shot. The pass to Giles. Over to the left wing. Pass to Simons. That shot, no good. Barton with some nice D. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. And now Portland on the break. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Jokic.
Boy, Hollis Jefferson really hard to stay in front of when he goes to the rack. And as a result, he can live at the line at times.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams and players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Here's Simons. The Nuggets getting the bucket, and he comes up with the deuce. Simons has got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
Back to Morris. To the middle. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assist. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go. Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Count that one.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
And Portland has possession. Denver getting their last shot to go. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Nikola Jokic.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
There's Hollis Jefferson. Denver grabs the miss. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
Barton wide open. He fires. They get it back. Here's McGee. His three-pointers off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 6. Anthony, the pass to Giles. Good work defensively by Millsap.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
There's 48 seconds left in the second quarter. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance bucket. They can make a big difference.
Morris finds McGee. Barton outside. There's the lob to the hoop. And the slam dunk by McGee.
And this kind of athleticism at the center position, pretty remarkable. I mean, McGee letting it all hang out there.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Lobs it up for Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
There's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
Morris inside. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. A steal, and so it's Denver with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball. Thank you, David, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. A pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground and the score tied. They flipped the switch in the second quarter. It was a much... And that's going to do it for...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. The Nuggets have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
You know, Jokic really burst on the scene during the 2016-17 season, guys. He's a shrewd, smart, tough, versatile center who does just about everything well.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The Trailblazers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
You know, it took Nurkic a while to kind of establish himself as a starting center in the NBA, but it didn't.
Oh, that was worth the price of admission. Hey, listen, Gordon once jumped over a mascot while putting the ball under his legs in a dunk contest. I mean, he's one of the most ridiculous athletes and dunkers we have in the game.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
Well, free throws good from Lillard.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Murray with it. Pass to Jokic. The shot that time not on target. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. And stolen by Bol. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Murray with the ball. And it's Gordon missing.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
Powell, that's good.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
To the inside, Jokic. Great D that time from Nurkic. Trailblazers trail by 6. Here's Lillard. Banked in off the glass. Lillard's got 9 points.
What strength from Lillard. Just not allowing the defense to have the last word.
Doubled by McCollum. Murray kicks to Porter. And another miss by Denver.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And that one's good. Lillard.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
Passes it to Bol. Inside, Porter. Jokic trying to free himself up. That's good from Porter on the assist by Bol.
Well, you know, on the inside, Porter is a very skilled player. He understands that you've got to be multi-dimensional, a lot of versatility to your game to be effective inside.
Yep, it counts. McCollum's got his second bucket.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. There's JaVale McGee with the rebound. Denver leading by 4. Here's Morris, and he lays that one in. He's got 6.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket.
Here's Simons, and it's sent back by Millsap.
Pretty cool to see Millsap turn shots back. I mean, he's a mobile, athletic, big man who is taking pride in his defensive work.
And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Here's Morris. 6 points for him. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Martin passes to McGee. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Shot clock at 5. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Enes Kanter.
Well, he's a fighter now, and he's physical, so he'll battle you inside, and Millsap's going to take it right at you. He really forces your hand when you're defending it.
Trailblazers trail by 7. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think.
Outstanding awareness and a terrific finish.
The pass to McGee. Oh, Morris in position, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee.
Boy, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Simons. Martin with the rebound.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
And it's McGee with the jam.
You know, all McGee needs, guys, is good positioning. Once he has that, dunking the ball is elementary.
Here's Simons, covered by Morris. Simons, the pass to Giant. Here's Simons, down low. 1 second left. And here's Anthony from the arc. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Denver Nuggets heading to the bench. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. We've got Will Barton, Paul Millsap out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Dozier in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
And Portland making a change here. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Harry Giant. Powell, he's checked in for Rondé Hollis Jefferson. And McCollum subbed in for Anthony.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And Portland making a change here. Lillard's checked in. McCollum with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that. And the Nuggets lead by 7. Lillard outside. To the paint. Nurkic kicks to Powell. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Clock at 6. Millsap with the steal. To the inside. Dozier. Portland grabs the miss.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Powell, the pass to McCollum. Takes a 3. Stayed with it, but they couldn't get it to fall. And so it's Barton bringing it up for Denver. They've led by as much as 10. Morris outside. To the left wing. Here's Dozier. Millsap against Covington. A well-timed shot fake got the defender off the ground right there.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Morris against Lillard. Lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, you know, we've seen a much different version of him in this half, guys. He's been sharper, more focused, and more assertive.
Barton outside. To the middle. McGee dishes to Millsap. Here's Barton. They get the rebound. Trailblazers trail by 7. Here's McCollum. And he banks in the layup.
How about the fearlessness of McCollum? Doesn't shy away from taking or making the big shots.
Morris kicks to McGee. Back to Morris. Outside for Millsap. Beyond the arc. Second shot opportunity. McGee's shot is off. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Shoots from the baseline. Pass to Powell. Back to Covington. Portland moving the ball around. Lillard against Morris. Bucket is good. Lillard's got 10 points in just the second half.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry.
Well, you need both to make it special. And they pulled it off just right.
Dozier passes to Barton. Fires from 18. A nice shot by Dozier. And now a 7-point Nugget lead.
Now, you got to remember, Barton isn't just a scorer. This guy is also superb at finding open teammates.
Here's Powell, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Paul Millsap picks one up. It's the first, and that trims the lead to 6. A different look for Denver. Both shots good from the stripe.
The lead's not looking as comfortable after those free throws. Nice job.
50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Murray. Pass to Bull. Outside for Murray. Shoots over Lillard. Murray, no good.
And whether he's a great off-balance shooter or not, the lean is probably not the best option on that shot.
McCollum's carved out an impressive NBA career for himself, and I think he's still ascending. He was the 10th pick in the 2013 NBA draft. He's still got plenty of upside.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And now down to a one-possession game. Those foul shots, huge.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Murray kicks to Porter. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. And the Nuggets lead by 6.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
So the Nuggets win it, probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that...
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. Hi, and welcome, everyone, here on 2K. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. And for Los Angeles, Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Ibaka, and it's Zubac in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Lillard. Keeps it alive, and Covington stays with it.
Oh, hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. Powell against Leonard. Shoots over Powell, and that one hits back iron. And Portland with the ball.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a Finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons, goes there, wins the MVP and a championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story.
And then Lillard slams it in.
Yeah, not something you want to do. You let Lillard drive all the way to the rack, and he will throw it down.
George finds Leonard. From past the arc. Pass to Beverly. From downtown. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's McCollum to the paint. Here's Covington, and it's sent back by George.
You can't toss up the weak stuff around Paul George. He sees it coming and uses his reach to get to it.
McCollum, his second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Leonard with the bucket.
Very easily could have been an and one there. Leonard takes the contact and still maintains the focus to make the score.
Lillard, right side. Now the pass to Nurkic. Here's McCollum, defended by George. Back to McCollum. It's stolen by Ibaka. And oh, here we go with Leonard. Nobody back. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, just a lightning bolt there in transition. No one can match up with Kawhi, especially at his position. That time they pay the price.
Lillard against Beverly. Lillard attacking. And the rejection by Zubac. Nurkic against Zubac. Nurkic, the pass to Covington. Portland needs to get off a shot. Nurkic can't hit.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. You know, Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. Here's Lillard. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. And it's McCollum in the corner. Stolen by George. And here again, Los Angeles in transition. Up the court they go. And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession.
Now, quiet is Kawhi Leonard, but don't let that mistake itself for a lack of competitiveness. He has that desire and drive to continue to get better.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Zubac kicks to Beverly. On the wing, George. Ibaka, the pass to George. Off the left rim and out.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Oh, that's blocked.
Can't be lazy around Patrick Beverly. He's going to get you down low with hands. That time, he blocks a shot.
The Clippers moving the ball around. Ibaka, this is to Leonard. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Clippers shooting their third free throw shot of the game. .34 seconds left in the first quarter. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That is his first foul of the game. Los Angeles making a switch here. Man's checked in. Here's Anthony, and it's sent back by George. There's Hollis Jefferson, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on George. Portland shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubac. Marcus Morris comes in for Serge Ibaka. Kennard, he's checked in for George. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverly. Now Jackson. Morris right side. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Got it up. And that one released in time, but no good. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Los Angeles on top, up by 6. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. Greg, we know many guys in the NBA have range, but Damian Lillard's range, wow. He discusses with us.
I'm training in the summer.
The team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. We've got DeMarcus Cousins. Kennard is out there with Jackson. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's man in at the 3. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. From outside the arc, sinks the triple. Jackson's got the lead up to 11 now for the Clippers.
And Jackson has become a reliable three-point shooter. That's a shot you got to respect.
Down low. Here's Giles. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Kennard, the pass to man. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Clippers have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Greg, is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Here's Simons. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Pass to Morris. Outside for Jackson. Pulls it up. The rebound by Giles.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
And the shot goes in.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Up top, Morris.
Man passes to Morris. Cuts off the pass. And it's Cousins with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Here's Simons. No points in the game yet for him. Passes to Giles. And he uses the glass on the layup. Giles has got it back down to within single digits for the Trailblazers. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. George dishes to Leonard. He kicks to Ibaka. Back to Leonard. There's the triple. No good on that one. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Here's Giles. And he makes good on the layup. Giles has got 6 points.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Clippers moving the ball around. Beverly the pass to Zubac. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Anthony kicks to Giles. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Melo powering his way through the defense down there. He's used to that kind of contact throughout his career.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Leonard with the ball. Up top, Zubac. He's covered by Cantor. Leonard on the money from 12 feet away. He's got 15.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight. Like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Hollis Jefferson kicks to Cantor. Over to the wing. Pass to Simon. Here's Giles. It's stolen by Ibaka. And now the fast break. George with the ball.
Oh, yes, sir. Yeah, kind of fun when you see his personality come out in his game like that.
Trailblazers trail by 10. Here's Simons. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. The shot's good from Cantor.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
Outside, George. And the pass to Zubac. Out to Ibaka. Back to Zubac. And it's Leonard, top of the key. Pass to Zubac. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Lillard with it. From deep. That one doesn't drop.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no,
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome. The story early on was Kawhi Leonard, who was on fire. He ended up with 7. That's all for now.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
On the floor for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. Trailblazers trail by 8. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard.
Get there.
Kicks to Covington. And it's sent back by Morris.
And a rare block shot from Morris. Anticipates the move and just times it out perfectly.
Cousins with the bucket.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Lillard.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And Marcus Morris has raised some eyebrows in the last couple of years, just being a much more efficient scorer.
Jackson gets the bucket.
I'll tell you, one thing Jackson has never lacked: confidence. I mean, when he gets a look, Reggie always believes his next shot will be his best one.
Lillard against Jackson. Takes it out to Covington. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. And so Ibaka will bring it up for Los Angeles. George passes to Zubac. Back to George. To the inside. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Trailblazers trail by 11. Now, here's Lillard. Inside. Stolen by Zubac. Here's George. Makes it off the glass. George has got the lead up to 13 now for Los Angeles.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Lillard against Beverly, and the layup's good off the glass. Lillard's got 6 points.
That's an attack mindset from Lillard. We know he loves the three, but fully confident getting inside and has the ability to score there.
Beverly, the pass to Leonard. And the rebound by Nurkic.
And after burying 3 straight shot opportunities, finally a miss there. Still feeling the momentum, though.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's George. And it's Paul George with the finish.
Paul George dunk contest? He's maybe a little older, but I love to see him get up.
Lillard against Beverly. Lillard up top. He's got 6. And here is Powell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lillard attacking, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires. 8 points for Damian Lillard.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
To the inside, and then Leonard with the dunk.
When you're a veteran player like Paul George, you understand that even 24 seconds is a long time. Great patience to wait for that play.
Back to Powell. The tray. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And it's Leonard missing. Trailblazers trail by 13. Three-pointer. And that's good. Norman Powell for 3.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
And here's Leonard from 3. Again, Leonard missing.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Los Angeles leading by 10. George with the ball. Now defended by McCollum. It's stolen by Ibaka. Puts it up from 15. Zubac kicks to George. From outside, off the mark. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Covington dishes to Nurkic. Pass to Powell. Portland moving the ball around. Six on the shot clock. Dishes it to McCollum. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. George finds Leonard. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Los Angeles with a 10-point. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. we've got Luke Kennard. Morris is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. And there's Jackson, and it's man in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Lillard attacking. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
That one misses from Jackson.
And Jackson certainly doesn't lack confidence. A speedy guard who can fill it up in no time.
Anthony's checked in for McCollum. Here's Lillard. Right side, Covington. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Reggie Jackson.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
Kennard for 3, and it's Portland with the rebound. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court. He feeds it to Lillard. Pass to Powell. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Enes Kanter's checked in for Robert Covington. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. The pass to Cousins. Here's man. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And he knocks down the first one. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Zubac is checked in for Cousins. Baca comes in for Morris. Paul George is checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Jackson. Beverley against Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. Outside Anthony. Now here's Powell. He's guarded closely.
And still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
Kawhi Leonard's checked in for the Clippers. Anthony on the wing, defended by George. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
And Melo can play big down there in the paint, so using his size that time to draw the contact.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Beverley, the pass to Leonard. Now Zubac. He's guarded by Nurkic. Here's Leonard. What a jam!
Fans loving that right there.
What a jam!
He's so dangerous, and he's also efficient with his offensive game. Leonard right now having a tremendous offensive night.
Anthony kicks to Nurkic. Back to Anthony. It's Powell on the wing. Feeds it to Kanter. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Clippers leading by 9. Outside, George. The three-pointer, no good. The Trailblazers shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Anthony dishes to Kanter. It's Powell on the wing. Portland moving the ball around. Anthony, the pass to Lillard. From deep three-point range, but they'll get another chance. Kanter kicks to Powell. Lillard dishes to Powell. 5 to shoot. Leonard with the steal. And oh, here we go with George. Nobody back. And George with the stuff.
And the claw at work. Just one reason why he's always a threat to lead the league in steals. Jump starts the fast break there.
Anthony against George. And it's sent back by George. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. And Portland turns it over again.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Clippers leading by 11. 1:46 left in the game. And that one drops for him. George has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, he knows how to score, and he does just that. Don't let Paul George fool you. He can finish inside.
Here's Lillard. Here's Cantor. Nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
Stolen by Cantor. And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball. Over in the corner, Lillard. And it's off from three-point range. LA has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Beverly the pass to George. And Ibaka kicks to Zubats. A three from Leonard. Portland grabs the miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Powell and the dunk by Powell.
Like the execution there from Cantor. Usually likes to score, this time with the pass.
George finds Beverly. Back to George. Lets it go with a three. The shot off that time. Now Portland takes it the other way. From deep. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Here's Anthony. And the rejection by Ibaka.
The size, the timing of Ibaka, tailor-made for protecting the rim.
They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
And that one's good. Beverly. And the Clippers lead by 9.
All the way to the bucket. No resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
And the dunk by Powell.
Yeah, the vision's one thing, but the timing also helps. Lillard prepared to get the ball to his teammate.
Well, for the Clippers, they can just run out the clock. The shot by George, no good. Anthony down low, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. He drops the first one, and that turns the lead to 6.
Just get a feeling like Melo has brought some extra energy to this one. This guy eats, drinks, and breathes basketball, but he's at it here tonight.
That's a 2 from Kennard. Off target. So the Clippers with the win. They didn't make it. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it.